It's an impromptu flyweight fight in Mexico City. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Fight Night 268 between Brandon Moreno and Lone'er Kavanagh. Moreno, who was initially slated to face Asu Almabayev, will now face Lone'er Kavanagh on, a couple weeks' notice for both fighters. However, this will be a fight at elevation, and it will be a very important fight for the division. At the time of this video, the odds makers and the public favor the former champ Moreno in the neighborhood of minus 225 with a comeback on your underdog Kavanagh in the neighborhood of plus 172. Now, you could argue that this fight could be a bit wider considering both the short notice and huge step up. In fact, the last time we saw both fighters, they were stopped, but Kavanagh was stopped in a big step up against Charles Johnson, and now he's going to kind of take a bigger step up. That being said, I really do like what I've seen from Kavanagh, and I know I'm not alone. Trains with the GP top team over there with Nathaniel Wood under the great Brad Pickett, and he's a well-rounded kid, excellent at kicking range. He's got some boxing and punches down the pike, and, really underrated he looks to be from top position with his ground and pound. However, Moreno can obviously fight from everywhere as well, and he offers, improved wrestling, some decent kicks off the lead side of his own, and some body work, which I think will be a potent two-way street in this fight. And with the 5 rounds and elevation, it's hard not to lean toward Moreno. However, I do believe there are pathways to victories that are potent on both sides here, and to see which side I'm siding with and exactly how, you're gonna have to check out my in-depth breakdown over at MMAJunkie.com, where you can find results this weekend.